Everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be painting this guy. He is an Isbian hound. We're going to be painting him black and white. So I researched a little bit on Isbian hounds, and most of them are just red and white. But I'm pretty sure they can be black because there are a few pictures. But correct me if I'm wrong. If they can't be, whatever, it's fine. It'll be like some sort of hybrid something. But yeah, let's get into it. This is going to be pretty unedited and long, so you can speed it up. And I don't think there's any triggers, but check the description if there are any. So yeah, let's get into it. By the way, you can call me Star or Flick. Okay, so really sorry for like the bad camera angle, but here's my paint palette. We're going to be getting some black paint. This is brand new black paint, so super happy about that. I really hope that no one interrupts me while I'm doing this, because I will not be able to go back in the process. So yeah, first I start off with just pouring a little bit on any dry surface. I usually touch and feel to make sure it's dry because it can really mess up your painting and stuff. We got some black paint there, kind of jello-y. Actually, I haven't used this paint before, so you know, we'll see how it goes. And then we have the white paint right there, obviously. Hopefully this works and you can see what I'm doing, but sorry I don't have like an overview cam. Sorry I don't have an overview cam. That would be preferred, but I don't, so. If you don't like getting paint on your hands, you can wear gloves or something. I personally enjoy the feeling, so yeah. So this is kind of the reference that we're going for. I'm not going to have it open the whole time because I don't want to waste my battery, but we're kind of just going to go in with the black paint. I feel like Bob Ross right now. I don't know why, and we're just going to kind of go on like that. You're just gonna want to keep like going in like that and keep going back and forth, kind of not missing any white spots if you can see. And also felt on our paint on felt does not go very far, so see that much paint, it goes about that far, so you're gonna need more paint than you think you do. Some people are just really talented at it, but personally I'm not. To blend out the edges, depending on how much paint and if the paint on the edges are wet, you can just take a little bit off of your brush and just kind of go in circle motions and slowly blend outwards, I guess. So yeah, not sure if that's way I want to go, but you know, yeah, so just kind of take your time, and whenever you see spots like this, just go over those with more paint because they will look weird once they're dried. Also, if you have like asthma or something, acrylic paint cannot be the best for your lungs, so I would recommend like wearing a mask or something. Personally, I don't have asthma or anything like that, so like it doesn't really take a big effect on me. You can get odorless paints. So now that more of it is painted, almost half of the mask is painted black. I have ran out of black paint, so we're gonna put some more in my palette. So wasting paint is not great for the environment or really anything, so put as little as you can, but if you need more, put more. I thought this was gonna be like a longer video, like 20 minutes long, but honestly, there's really nothing to it. I'm gonna put some tips at the end, but like it's basically just watching me paint. So like if you guys enjoy this, I can film every time I paint if you want. Like I can do that. But I don't think, like, would you really enjoy that? Like, I don't know. So now how I paint the noses is I just paint them whatever color they are. I kind of just smear the paint everywhere. So now that it's pretty much all painted, it kind of looks like a border collie, just don't mind that. But we're gonna, you know, all those like white patches that kind of look weird, we're just gonna go over those to make sure they're not visible. This is really important, especially with black furred animals or any kind of black animal, because when you're painting it, the felt kind of has these little crevices that just like, I don't know, they just don't get painted, so you need to really like rub the paint in there. So that's pretty much it for the painting process, but now I'm going to show you how I do the eyes. So for the eyes, for the 𝔰𝔬▒, it is a amber color, so it's amber, yeah. So we're going to be getting our reference. So you can see amber eyes right there. So we're gonna kind of go for that reddish brown color. So yeah, I'm gonna go get that. So transition. Okay, so we have copper paint, and burnt umber, my favorite color. That's why I have such a big tube of it. But we're gonna pick a area. Don't judge that. Might make a sound, but I don't know. Paint palette, copper, so, I'm gonna set this aside. Is that paint? Okay, it's paint. Please don't judge this, okay? It's totally fine. Did I just show my grippers? Probably just showed my grippers. Yeah, it's okay. So, now what I like to do to clean my paintbrush off is usually have a paint water, but I'm really lazy right now, so we're just gonna kind of like, also I'm really sorry like professional painters if this pains you. It kind of pains me too, but like whatever. Like the paintbrush still works as long as it does its job, like. So that's good enough as long as it doesn't admit like any black paint after you do this. Like, okay, so I'm gonna actually just rinse this because this isn't gonna work. So I got paint water right here and then a piece of extra felt from the felting process last night. So, where'd my paintbrush go? I found it. Paintbrush. So usually I just don't know if you can see that. Kind of just rub the bottom. It's better if you have like a professional painting cup, like where it has like those little things on the bottom, but this works for now. And then I just kind of dab it right here. Kind of like that, wrap it around. Maybe do it a second time. Etc. I think I just broke it, but whatever. So after we have that, I'm gonna teach you how to paint the eyes. So this is gonna be one big clip, because yeah. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I keep thinking someone's gonna come up to my door, but we're gonna take some of this copper, mix it with some brown, and grab some white in there as well. So more copper, more brown. Kind of giving us an ugly color, but it's giving us sort of an amber-ish tone. Yeah, it's kind of more brown, but it's okay. Like, no one's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna just dab it on and go for the middle first and try to avoid painting any outer of the mask. So we're just gonna I'm gonna wipe off some extra because, yeah. Don't know if that looks good or not. Not sure if I like the color, but yeah, that's kind of how it just goes. Like, kind of just chill with the paintbrush. Yeah, and you kind of just let that dry, or you rinse your paintbrush again and, you know, wipe it off, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think I broke this paintbrush, whatever. It's still usable, so it's fine. And then you can go back in some of your black paint or whatever paint color you're using and just go over it. If it's like a lighter color, then don't go over it all the way or like right away. But if it's like a dark color like black, then yeah, you can go over it right away. And it'll probably be fine. Like, yeah. So that's what it'll kind of look like, brownish. And then we have to wait until the inner of the eye dries or whatever, until we can add the pupil. Meanwhile, while it's drying, I'm gonna, you see how the EVA foam kind of dried out the nose? We're gonna go over a second coat in that and make sure it's like completely dry, just so it can have a darker base and just be more of a black nose, not a gray nose. So yeah, and that's our final coat. So I want to show you how I clean up this mess. So first I'm going to start with rinsing my paintbrush, wiping it off, and then I'm going to grab my trash can, which, don't bully me for not having an actual trash can. I just use a paper bag, but it still works, okay? You just got to use what you use. But I'm going to put that right there, and then I can just throw away all sorts of stuff. It's mainly just full of EVA foam, but we can throw away this, but you can see that there's a little bit of water, so we can just wipe that up with this. And I like to clean my desk afterwards too, so yeah, I'll add the newly opened paint. Let's see. We're gonna move the mask over to a drying station, which I don't know what drying station I should do. I think I'm just gonna put it in, I'll show you. So it goes in like my old model horse cabinet, if you can see that, like all the model horses, and I have an open cabinet. I can put a fan in there. I can just let it chill in there because no dust can really fall on it unless from the top of the thing. But yeah, so I just let it dry. Putting my mask back on, so yeah. So since your paint palette is wet, you can leave it anywhere where you know no one will touch it. So for me, that is probably right on my desk here, and I can put a sticky note on it that says wet, or like wet paint, etc. Then you have your paintbrush. You can wash it with soap and water or just rinse it. I just prefer to rinse it. So this is a clean paintbrush. So, and then we put away all of the paint into my art cart. So I have an art cart. I recommend getting some sort of art tool cabinet thingy. So I'll show you this. This is my art cart. It's 3 layers. I got it from Michael's. I keep my paint down here, and then all of my pens. This is a balloon blower upper. I forget what it's called, like, you know. Mixing tools, stuff like that, Sharpie, etc. And then I keep mask bases. You can't see that. Mask bases, EVA foam, all types of foam, foam like this. A ruler, and then this foam thing that I have yet to use. And then on the top, I just keep a bunch of random art stuff, unfinished projects. Yeah, I keep unfinished projects in here, so I have a dragon puppet that's broken. Paint containers I keep in here, so I keep my paint palette up here. Eye mesh, that actually isn't supposed to be in here. Paintbrush goes down in that little cabinet, and then this thing that I don't know what to do with. But yeah, I put unfinished projects in here and paint holders. Ignore that. But yeah, that's what goes in my art cart. It's pretty organized. Sometimes it gets disorganized. It really depends on what project you're using it for. Like for this one, depending on where I'm working, it gets really messy, but etc., etc. So we're gonna first make sure all of our paints are sealed. So nice and tight so they can be good. My white paint, I think I just got a text, but it's okay. Yeah, just making sure everything's pretty sealed, even the tiny one. So yeah, now we're gonna put that back into the bottom. I organize my bottom drawer is all the tall paints stand up. So make all of those stand up, including the brown paint. Doesn't really matter where they are, and then the small paints just get tossed in there. Also, my hot glue sticks are in there, so yeah. And I also forgot scissors go where the mask bases go, but I'm not going to show that because I don't want people to get triggered, and I don't feel like putting trigger warnings in. So yeah, actually, I am going to put trigger warnings in. Trigger warning for a glue gun and scissors. So scissors we have right here. I put those where the mask bases go, so in the second shelf. And then glue gun, the way I wrap it up is I just go in between there, hot glue stick, right there, keep going in between there. Once this gets too full, I go in between here, back underneath, 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 yeah. So it's kind of like a little mummy, and I put that where the hot glue sticks go. So yeah, and then painting tool go, all of my painting like utensils and tools and like pens and stuff go in this little thing. It's meant for your locker, but I got it for Christmas and have yet to put it in my locker, so now it's just sitting on my art cart. And then EVA foam actually goes in a different organizer over there. So I have two organizers that I use constantly. Pretty dark corner over here because this is my closet. Don't know. Yeah, this is my closet. And then this is the big organizer. I keep fur, Velcro, moss, more fur, colored pencils, pencil sharpener in here, and I just put the EVA foam pretty much anywhere. As you can see, my Dynamask is sitting on top of here too. My clay for my Dynamask is supposed to be coming soon, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I have all my fur. Usually I keep my mesh over here, it goes with the EVA foam. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. It's kind of just a bunch of tools. This is my old hot glue gun. It didn't work, it broke. So, old hot glue gun, Velcro, I have elastic, highlighters, big mounds of fur. This is a lot of black fur that I don't know what to use for. So yeah, pretty much that's it for this corner. We have a pen that says, "You're crazy mega smart." I should actually use this more because this is actually a really nice pen. But yeah, that's my corner. Of course, after all of that, just like sweeping and like cleaning your desk off is nice. Just pour this out in your sink or like whatever. But yeah, that's it for the mask tutorial. I'm showing the finished mask in a short and in this video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so cool. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck on making your mask, and I'll see you later. Peace.